Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Now, I don't really recall how to say your name. Is it Snuzewski?
Yes, correct.
Okay. We will go on the record in the matter 25 SC12, Joseph Snuzewski versus Amanda Looker and Jennifer Bulu. Appearances are we do have Mr. Snuzewski appearing in person without counsel. We have Ms. Looker and Ms. Bulu also in person without counsel. We're set here today in this matter for a hearing as it relates to this case. Before we begin, I'm going to have all parties please stand, raise your right hand, and be sworn in.
Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to provide in this matter should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you may be seated. All right, so we are here today. The court received a filing on, no, wrong filing. Received a filing on July 28th. Let me just look at my printed copies. Was it April 11th? Sorry, it was on April 11th. Court received a filing on April 11th in this matter, in which April 11th, why? Yeah, April 11th.
When
Yes.
we had the hearing, but I believe that the letters and stuff came in
I don't have it
Where are they?
scanned.
7/28 of 25.
Okay, so that was it. Okay. In 7/28. Oh, there we go. Correspondence. Yes, okay. The version I have doesn't have it printed on top, so
No.
that's, I must have the original or a copy of the original. Okay, the court received a letter on July 28th, 2025, in which it is purported to be an agreement between all parties in which Mr. Snuzewski will promise to drop the eviction and complete the dismissal of the eviction through the court. And they will no longer be responsible for all matters regarding the trailer and property at the location, and all legal matters in regards to materials, property, and financial debts, including the $5,350 for the judgment in that case, will be dismissed, and Amanda Looker and Jennifer Bulu will no longer be held responsible now or in the future, as long as they vacate the trailer and the property no later than April 18, 2025. And this written contract will become null and void, and the eviction and any legal matters regarding this case will stand as the judge ordered if they do not vacate. And then by signing this written agreement, both parties agree that this is a legal binding document, and it appears to be signed by Ms. Bulu, Ms. Looker, and then on page 3 of 3 by Mr. Snuzewski with the date of April 17, 2025. Ms. Looker and Ms. Bulu, is this the filing that I received?
Yes.
How was this document, how did this document come to be?
I guess after court, when we had court, she stopped us out in the hall and asked us to write up something and that he would come over and we would sign it. And so I was like, okay. And he's like, that he would squash everything if we just go. And so we're like, absolutely, let's do it. And so we filled it out and, brought it up, and then he came and signed it. And then all of a sudden we find out that he's saying that he didn't sign it.
All right, so You are telling the court under oath, risking perjury and contempt, that this signature is Mr.
Yep.
Snoozusi's.
Yes.
Who actually drafted the document?
I wrote it up per his request.
All right, Mr. Snoozuski, did you sign this document?
No, I did not.
Did you request Ms. Looker and/or Ms. Bulu to sign this document
No,
or to prepare this document?
no.
You then filed your own response that you state that you are stating that it is not your signature, that you did not agree to this, and that the signature is forged. And
Yes,
you've provided copies to the court with multiple copies of documents that have your signature on them. Is that correct?
yes,
Are you asking the court to receive those as evidence here today?
yes,
Did you bring additional copies?
yes.
Okay, can you provide copies to Ms. Looker and Ms. Bulu? And then if you have an extra copy for the court, I just have what I go off of when I prepare for a case.
Okay, I don't have a copy for them.
But you have a copy for the court? I can receive it as if you're filing unless you have additional documents.
Yes,
You have the
yes, I have a copy for them and for the courts.
Judge, do you want these marked as an exhibit? Or do you just want them?
Are they the exact same as in this petition?
I can't say for sure.
We should just mark it as an exhibit.
Okay.
It looks the same as what he filed, but. It is the same as that he filed, but we can still mark it as an exhibit. Okay, and so Mr. Snoozuski, you have documents here. Not only in the letter that you filed, that has your signature. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 other documents that you have filed that shows your signature. Is that correct?
Yes.
Anything you wish to add or let the court know?
Yes, the first I saw of the letter was when I received a copy from the clerk of court by email.
Okay. Ms. Looker and Ms. Bulu?
Yes.
We have,
We have text message copies for, we got copies for him as well as for you guys, I guess, of our text messages to like having a conversation about this exact agreement and stuff. And I kept them, and then I got that letter and I was like, oh, God. So we printed them for you guys to see them. So that
that
way
he said,
that he knew about the letter and he came to the house and could I bring it up to you?
Yes, have it marked as an exhibit and please
Okay.
give him his
Okay,
copy.
sounds good.
Mhm.
All right. What would you like me to know about these?
That he.
Well, you have to direct me to what you want me to look at because these are multiple pages and I don't have time to read it.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. For sure, I guess on page, I think it's the third page. It's got like where we screenshotted it because he wanted to see a picture of what we drafted up or whatever, and so we sent it to him. And that's basically the most important thing is to say that he did have it. And we also got, in case he said that it wasn't his because it's under Joe Landlord, we have other copies that we got of like it being his number and not his name under there because I didn't want him to take a chance of saying.
You should file that instead of the
Okay.
Joe Landlord.
Okay, I thought it was super genius when I did that. Thank you.
Joe.
On like the 5th page, ma'am, it says, looks fine, are you home?
And you have to identify who you are versus
Oh,
who
I'm
the
sorry,
other.
Jennifer Bulu.
You're Miss Bulu and you're Miss Looker. Okay. On the 5th page. what?
Yep, I think it's the 5th page. 1, 2. It's after the copy of the photocopy of the contract. It says, looks fine, are you home? That's him. And then we said, okay, yeah, and he says he was coming over to sign it.
All right, Mr. Snezewski, what's your telephone number?
715-914-0901.
It is the telephone number that is identifying on exhibit number 102. Is that correct?
What page is that?
Page, well, any of the pages, the number that's on top of each of the text message chains.
I just see Joe Landlord.
Second copy I
The
gave.
other copy.
Oh. Yes.
So that is your telephone number?
Yes.
And this is a conversation that you had with either Ms. Looker or Ms. Bulu?
Yes,
And so you
but
did enter into an agreement with them?
not about the dropping the eviction or the judgment.
On page 4 and on page 5 are screenshots of the agreement. And it appears to be the exact same agreement that the court has in front of me.
Okay.
And it states what I recited on the record, even though I did not state it verbatim.
Said, I don't remember signing it. I don't remember seeing it.
But you're admitting that this is your text number?
Yes, it is my text.
And this is the conversation you had with Ms. Looker and Ms. Bulu.
Yes.
And so when it says on page 1, I will sign a document if you can write it up. And then they respond, thank you. Then I don't know what YW means. That you responded. And then they responded, we will have something written up tomorrow. If you want to stop over sometime and sign it, just let us know what time works best for you. You stated, I'm not going to sign anything until you're out completely. I do a walkthrough and I change the locks. I can be there Wednesday at 8:30 to noon if that works. And send me over what you have when you have something written up. And then it appears that we're missing some text messages because it goes, that wasn't the agreement we made in the courthouse. So it appears that we're missing some
Yeah,
text messages.
Just the very end of
Yeah, there was.
where it says, please call me. I don't know what I'm going back on.
No, where we're looking at page 2, and then we're looking at his response and send me over. Well, oh, I guess maybe you're saying that
Oops, sorry.
when he said he's not gonna sign until you completely move out. Is
Yeah.
that what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And then he said, send me over.
And then please call me. I don't. No, I'm going back on what we talked about is what he responded. You responded, I am so sorry I didn't get your message until just now. You should just have come to the door. We should have the paperwork ready to go to meet you somewhere to sign it. Also, did you figure anything out about the water? Mr. Snoozusi, you said you'll be there around 2. And then a little later on that page is the first part of the screenshot of the document. On page 4 is the, where you respond, on my way, be there in 15. And they say, I'll send you a photo of it so you can read it. And then there's the first page screenshotted of the exact document the court has. Page 5 is the second page of the screenshotted document. Page 6 has the third page of the document where it's just Mr. Snoozuski's place for a signature. You respond, looks fine. Are you home? They respond, oh, okay. Yes, we are home. We will watch for you, or for ga, but you mean for ya. And you said, I'm here. They said, be right there. You respond, text me when you get out. They respond, I will for sure. You respond, TY for thank you. And then nothing. It goes to 2 hours later at 9:32 p.m. They send a text to you. So I couldn't find anyone that would make a copy of our agreement any place today, but I can email you your copy if you'd like. Then they responded again 2 hours later at 11:37 to you. Sorry, I forgot to message you. We left the house at about 10 p.m. I don't know if there's anything missing in between there or if there's a conversation. And then you respond at 7:05 a.m. the next day on April 19th. That would be fine to email me a copy. And I'm missing one because then it goes, Amanda is not here for a few days and she forgot her cell phone. I don't know what all that one says.
That was from her mom to him about a dog kennel
Oh.
that we had
Yeah,
left at the property.
And then they send a text to you. I have printed physical copy of the court order saying we can be there till the 30th. And since you haven't dropped the eviction yet, a week later means we absolutely are allowed to go back to the trailer till 11:59 p.m. on April 30th, 2025. And there isn't a thing the cops can do about it either. I am not trying to be rude, by no means at all, I promise. You respond, call the cops. And then a little further down. And then you say, I knew you were going to pull something like this. That's why I was going to wait until the 30th. And then they say, unless you follow through with your end, our agreement prior to 4 p.m. I don't know what that means. So, Mr. Snoozuski, I'm going to tell you, it looks to me like you signed it.
I don't remember signing it.
I'm going to say this doesn't look like your signature. I can tell you that. It doesn't look like his signature at all. But I'm gonna tell you that if they didn't have these text messages.
Yeah.
I would have said it wasn't your signature and you didn't sign it. But this is exactly very clear. Message by message by message with the exact document with what I read on the record, again, not verbatim. And in the text messages, it indicates you signed it. Did you sign it?
I don't remember signing it.
You could have signed it.
I mean, I know we went through this stuff, yes. I don't
Understand based upon this, you signed it,
remember signing it. I remember texting and stuff like that, yes.
but in the text messages I just went through with you, it talked about you actually signing the document. Did you hear those?
Yes.
And so would those be wrong?
Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you are wrong. Although, again, if I was just going off of signatures, I'm telling you, Miss Looker and Miss Lulu, you would have lost completely. I would have had there could have been a referral for lying under oath.
We even have a
We-
letter from her mom.
Yeah,
She
my
was
mom-
there the day he signed it.
And we made sure that my mom, she was actually to come to court, but I told her as long as she read this up, she wouldn't have to. But
Actually,
didn't think-
no, she
we-
needs to be
I was gonna
here
say
in
we didn't-
person.
yeah, we weren't sure because last time Dave just had to write something up or whatever. But she did. My mom was there and signed something stating that she was, and also another one stating like when we moved into her area or in her residence.
I'm gonna tell you, but for technology, it wouldn't have shown, I would have thought that you never signed it. But for technology. Because again, it does not look like his signature at all.
What's this one?
So did you
That's good
vacate the
stuff.
property pursuant to the agreement?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the agreement said that you are no later than Friday, April 18th, 2025. Is that when you vacated?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did they vacate by April 18th, 2025?
That sounds right.
All right, then they followed the agreement. So based upon the agreement here, the eviction will be dismissed. The judgment that the court reached in the eviction will be vacated. All matters involving both parties are dismissed with prejudice.
What does prejudice mean?
You can't come back.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Can't come back to court. All right, anything further?
I just want to leave before you change your mind.
I won't change my mind. I have technology that showed me.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We are adjourned.